Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. So this is a new reading, okay? Anu is a fertility and earth goddess, okay? So before I didn't have no notes, okay? But then I started singing, I'm in the money, I'm in the money, while I was shuffling the decks because these two cards ended up at the bottom, the cornucopia and the big luck, and she's like got money coming out of both hands, okay? So definitely there's a increase to your money coming in, okay? Maybe you've been taking certain steps, I don't know, but also I'm in the money made me thinking about like being in the green, being good, okay? Like you're good, so don't worry so much about things at this time. And also I'm in the money gave me highly attractive, okay? You're highly attractive at this time. And then I heard Super Saiyan or Saiyan. I don't know how to say it. One of my friends makes fun of me because I say it weird because whatever. Okay, look, you might like anime, but it says Super Saiyan or Saiyan, I think it is. Super Saiyan is a powerful transformation in the Dragon Ball series that Saiyans and their hybrids can achieve through intense training and extreme emotions. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's definitely been putting you through some intense training, and with this blood moon and all of the different energies just moving around and shifting, I feel like you could have been experiencing some extreme emotions, but that could be like evening out for you, okay? It says it's characterized by yellow hair and a golden aura, okay? You can have a golden aura, you could even have blonde hair, okay? It says, and a significant power boost, okay? So you're receiving some sort of significant power boost because of this huge emotional transformation that you've gone through recently, okay? And I'm here for all of it. What's the overall energy? We got the door to value, okay? And yin yang. So this is what I'm saying. You could be a life path number 5 or 1 or 2 or 22 or 4 or 3, okay? We got the cornucopia at the bottom of the deck and the happy family and the victory under that. So I don't know, like you're entering some sort of balance with your finances, okay? You open, it's like through this big emotional transformation that you recently went through, you're opening up some sort of like some sort of attractive portal. I heard portal, okay, but it's some sort of portal you opening up within yourself that's making it easier for you to attract things, okay? What's the rest? We got the court, okay? And we got a funeral, okay? So I don't know. Maybe you could have like stopped judging yourself in a specific kind of way. I feel like you're definitely active in your life. I don't feel like you just sit around and like do nothing. And you could have had like a lot going on in your mind, like thinking about a lot of things. There's 7 wands, okay? So the 7 of wands is the energy of you standing your ground. There's 7 little candles right here, okay? So you definitely been standing your ground, okay? Look, we got his thoughts at the bottom of the deck, and we got a small child, and we got a lot of money, okay? Like, I don't know, you could have been thinking a lot about like your kids and just your life, where you want to go, where you want to take things, how you want to advance, you know, if you have kids. But I mean, you don't have to have kids to be thinking about this, you know. Sometimes in readings, the small child or, you know, like a baby can represent like, you know, your career or whatever you put all your time and energy into growing or into like taking care of. But whatever you've been putting your time and energy into, whatever things you've been thinking about. And in some cases, you could even be worried about certain things. You just don't have anything to worry about, okay? Like, just continue to focus on what you've been focusing on. You could have some sort of meeting coming up with someone, okay? Like some sort of like lucky encounter. Maybe somebody is going to like run into you or see your work or acknowledge you for something that you've done, okay? Oh no. I'm just getting like I'm getting big change energy, 555 type of energy. You could have been seeing 555 or 55, okay? You could be seeing 444 or 1111, okay? It says I am a part of something bigger. I feel like, I don't know, it's like you embraced this power, like you embrace some sort of higher level of energy recently. Yeah, it says the best way is your way with America Chavez. Maybe you started to trust yourself a little bit more. I think you're feeling more secure in the decisions that you make, even if you don't necessarily like understand why you're being guided that way or what it is that like spirit wants you to do specifically. I feel like you're still doing a great job of like embracing the star power, It's like even at your worst times, even when you're going through emotional turmoil or whatever, like you don't lose faith, you don't lose hope. Like you stay very positive underneath it all, and that's really good for you, okay? Yeah, we got Kitty Pride. We all begin somewhere. I think like now you're giving yourself a little bit more credit. You're not being so hard on yourself. You're kind of encouraging yourself, like, this is only my beginning, and I know I have so much more to do type of energy. So please continue to do that, because I feel like your guides are really doing that for you too, really sending you a lot of angelic energy, a lot of guidance, a lot of positive energy to keep your spirits up while you follow your passions, because it can be really hard, like people be talking about, following your dreams sometimes, like it's just the easiest thing, but it really isn't. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of dedication, and just like really extreme tunnel vision in order to keep that thing going. And I feel like you really know that, like you really understand what it's like to do something that doesn't always necessarily pay out, in the moment. I feel like it always pays out because you always get like these energetic upgrades. You always become more attractive, and I think you're starting to attract better people to yourself too. But you know what it's like to be doing the whole shit alone and not have anybody positive around you or anybody motivating you to keep doing what you're doing. I feel like you really understand what it means to be your own motivation, and you need to like continue to do that because it's getting you everywhere, okay? Like this energy of you making a lot of progress you don't even see yourself making, okay? We got the Runaways with What Are We Left With. I feel like you're in this place where you're done running, and it's like also there's this energy of you not looking back on anything that you've already ran away from or that you've already removed from your life. Like you're looking at what you're left with in life, and you're looking at where you are, where this place that you advance to, and you're feeling much more positive and grateful about the energy that you're in. And that's really good. I feel like that's exactly what your guides need when it comes to working with your energy. Yeah, we got Ronan the Accuser with Let It All Burn. I feel like you're letting a whole lot of like negative energy just leave. Okay, look, and unleashing the thunder. That's what I'm saying. Getting this like super cyan power up going, okay? Like your energy is really, really expansive at this time. Like don't be afraid to like unleash your thunder or to like make noise or to like make a big impression on people, like because I feel like whatever you have to offer to the world, baby, it's really beautiful, and I think it's really important for you to express yourself in a big way this lifetime, okay? We got Doctor Strange, okay? So this is what I'm saying, like super powerful type of energies are coming out for you, okay? It says intention is the gateway to glory. I feel like you've definitely chosen your intentions wisely, and oof, it's all paying off, okay? Once we all begin somewhere, and what are we left with? We got Jubilee, okay? Be bright, be fearless, even in the dark, okay? More of this like powered up superhero type of energy, baby. Like, it's really beautiful, okay? Yeah, we got Spectrum. It says be blinded by the light. I feel like also you got a couple of people on the outside of you that are kind of blinded by your light, you know? Like maybe they don't really understand you or really know what to do with like this power up or this energy that you're in. But I don't think that you're focused too much on the outside energies, you know? You don't really care if like people are trying to compete with you or if people are trying to put a death to things in your life or whatever. Like I think you really truly do understand that like nobody has the power to really affect you or to like tear you down, you know? It's like you're understanding your emotional things in a better way too with this Five of Cups. Like, I don't know. Like, you could have been doing some crying, okay? Also, somebody could be like crying over you. But you're in a very fertile place, okay? I seen the Empress. I'm a part of something bigger. Unleash the thunder, and the best way is your way. We got the Seven of Wands, okay? I knew I felt that energy. It's like you've been doing such a beautiful job of standing your ground, okay? Leo could be highly significant. Yeah, we got the Six of Cups. I feel like you've definitely released some sort of way of thinking in the past, maybe something that really needed to change, okay? Scorpio energy. So it's like this funeral energy, you putting a death to something, maybe you shining the light on something that you needed to see within yourself, like, but it's got you in an extremely powerful energy, like big high honor type of energy here for you, baby. Yeah, with the Hierophant, like you're so official, okay? You're such an official person, baby. It's crazy. And I think that you have definitely been kind of operating traditionally, but just because of like the ancient energy that you hold within yourself, like it's a mixture of the two. It's like you mix very traditional ways of thinking and believing with these new out of the box, different kinds of like concepts and philosophies, and I think that that really like expands you as a person, that you're not like trapped or tied to one way of doing things or one way of thinking or believing about the way that the world or the universe or your relationship with God works. And I think you're really, really being blessed for this, because I feel like Spirit has been trying to show you the way that things really truly work for you as far as attracting goes for a long time. What are we left with? Be blinded by the light and let it all burn. We got the Seven of Swords. That's what I was saying. Going under, blinded by the light. There's definitely like some sneaky people, that don't have the best intentions for you in the background, trying to play games with you. Some people could even be like, I don't know, trying to compete with you or whatever, but it just doesn't matter what they do, because I feel like your mind, your heart really is in the right place. You're setting the best intentions you could possibly set for yourself. And this court is now also giving me like, just don't worry about the judgments of others. It really doesn't matter that much what other people think about what you're doing. As long as what you're doing, you feel it in your heart, you know what I'm saying, in your soul, that that's what you're supposed to be doing, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it or what moves they try to make in the background to tear you down, because your divine guides really protect you. They really got your back, okay? So keep trying to do like the best thing for you. Stay away from like the bullshit. It's also giving me this energy of like people trying to like tempt you, right? Like maybe you don't drink no more, okay? I could definitely relate to this, maybe you don't drink no more, and you've been thinking about drinking. Like me, I've been running into like different people that sell liquor. Like some guy gave me a flyer in Walmart for, because he makes some sort of like pineapple Hennessy or something like that, and then some other guy when I was at the smoke shop, stopped me like, "Hey, you drink? Cause I got the bottles on deck." Like, no, I told him like I don't drink. You know, it's just like this energy of temptation. You know, like people kind of wanting to pull you backwards into old habits and old things, and I feel like you totally refuse to get pulled backwards, and that's great. Like, don't be tempted. Don't go backwards at this time, because I feel like I don't know, is this underlying energy of just like somebody or some energy trying to pull you in the opposite direction of all this power. What's the Seven of Wands and the Six of Cups? We got the Hanged One, okay? But I feel like, you know, you're really enlightened when it comes to like understanding yourself and the way that you walk, you know. You know exactly when to be still, when to be calm, when to like take a break, okay? Neptune energy could be highly significant. Like, I feel like you really do a great job of going with the flow, and you, like I said before, really have a great understanding of your connection, like to the earth and to these divine energies, whether you think you do or not. Like, you really do understand how this thing works, like from the deepest level within yourself, okay? Taurus could be significant, and Aquarius too. What's the Six of Cups and the Hierophant? We got the Tower, okay? So all of that emotional stuff you just went through was just a very positive tower that opened up a lot of power for you within yourself, you know. And it might feel like, you know, you got like you got totally messed up, you know, like these people got thrown out the window and they on fire, you know. And it's just like, I don't know, you could have been feeling lately like you could use a little bit more help, or, you know, wondering if you should take different steps or if you should change your direction that you're going in. And I feel like the advice here is not to change a damn thing, okay? Because you're actually doing very great, and the difficult parts of the journey sometimes are the best parts, because that's when you unlock the most power within yourself, and you're able to like in the future deal with so many different situations with a calm, clear state of mind, and actually come up with solutions that can get you further, you know? Like, just embrace the difficult parts, because they really do teach you a lot, and they unlock you in a way that the positive, happy parts of life are not able to. Like, you unlock the most light within yourself in dark times, you know? So that's why it kind of goes up and down. And also, there's always going to be a balance. The energy is always going to balance itself out. So when things happen unexpectedly, or things that, you know, aren't the best for you, or you have a little bit of a hard time, just know that like there's always going to be even better, even more good times to balance out that negative energy or that hard time that you had to go through in order to learn something and to be better. What's Hierophant and the Seven of Swords? We got the Fool, okay? So please don't be afraid to take leaps of faith at this time, you know. I feel like, I don't know, like like this Fool is giving me like very carefree type of energy, you know. It's like it's like a new beginning all over again, you know, because the Fool is the first, the beginning of the major arcana. It's like this energy of you starting something all over again while you're in the middle of doing it, you know. Like a just like a new level, not necessarily you repeating a cycle or anything like that, you know. Like, this is very, very positive energy out here for you with the Two of Wands. I feel like you've really made the best choices for yourself, and it's like, you know, I got the whole world in my hands, seeing things from a really high perspective, you know. Like seeing the potential in yourself in a way that you've never seen it, okay? And this balance is really beautiful for you, okay? It's exactly where you need to be at this time, okay? What's the Seven of Wands, the Hanged One, and the Six of Cups? We got the expanse of your soul, okay? So your soul is expanding in a very powerful way at this time, okay? Don't be afraid to use the power of your voice, or you've brought yourself to this powerful place with something that you may have said with your voice. I feel like your prayers could be really powerful at this time, or whatever form of self expression you choose to operate out of. It really empowers you in a major way. And it's like you just keep on coming home to yourself over and over and over again. It's like you keep passing the test of me or this. You know what I mean? I feel like you've been given a lot of choices where, do I want to choose me, or do I want to choose, this thing outside of me over me? Do I want to choose me, or do I want to choose this opportunity with that person where I'm not going to be as happy or whatever? I feel like you've been given a lot of different choices between you and something else, and you always come home to yourself and choose you, okay? We got returning to the elements, okay? And I feel like that makes you extremely attractive. Like you've really returned to like this beautiful, like elemental energy of your soul, okay? And it's only getting stronger and stronger within you, and it could even seem like things are just getting harder and harder, but it's really not, okay? Things are working out in your favor a lot more than you might think they are. What's the expanse of your soul and the power of your voice? We got awakening the child, okay? So I feel like you've done like so much inner child healing, okay? Like so much. And you could have like this really, I want to say childish, but it's not like a negative meaning of the word. Like childish as in like having an expanded imagination, really going with the flow, not holding on to grudges, not being afraid to enjoy your day, being willing to share, and being happy about every situation that you find yourself in, even if the whole situation wasn't the best. What's the power of your voice in coming home? We got calling on courage, okay? So you've been very courageous in this walk, and Anu just wants you to know that like there are really big blessings coming in because of this. Not to dwell too much on the emotions or the thoughts that you're having. Yes, address them, figure out why certain thoughts and things are happening, but don't hold on to it too much or read into it too much, because I feel like there's a lot of like emotions and thoughts sort of just like processing through you. When you unlock like another level of your light or of your past life experiences, it always comes with some sort of tower, okay? Some sort of process where you have to work through certain things in order to ground that energy. So just like try to remain aware of that and make sure that you show a lot of gratitude. And then we got courage right here again. I feel like you've been extremely courageous through all of these different shifts that the divine has taken you through, and your divine feminine energy within you is extremely strong, and it has instigated so much growth within you. It's like there's no going backwards or no you know shrinking back down to where you used to be or how you used to feel. Like you're just getting more and more powerful every time you go through things or enjoy your experiences in life, okay? What's the expanse of your soul, awakening your child, and the power of your voice? We got the truth, okay? So you are expressing your truth. This gives me big authenticity energy. Like you just been stepping more and more into like who you truly are at a soul level. Like walking around as your highest self in this world. And this is attracting so many beautiful things to you. Like I feel like you're exhibiting like this pride in who you are, and it's like out here and it's beautiful, and people love to see that on you. I feel like that attracts a lot of people to you, and you're attracting like a very specific group of people, okay, to come and support you or help you to keep this balance or to help you to grow in material value, okay? What's the power of your voice calling on courage and home? We got affluence, okay? This is what I'm saying. I'm here now. He say, oh, you rich, rich, you know? You finna be rich, rich, baby. Okay? Very, very affluent. But I feel like this is, I don't see, I said you finna be, okay? And that's just not the vibes, okay? The vibes is that you were born affluent, okay? Like you always been holding this richness, always been holding this wealth. You've always had access to like this door to value within yourself. But I think it's to the place where you're really starting to access and tap into that energy, you know, home, okay? Tapping into like your naturally affluent and attractive nature more and more just by being your authentic self, okay? It's gorgeous. Yeah. So have a lot of trust in the divine at this time, you know, especially when things seem like they're dark, you know. That's when you want to show the most gratitude, when you want to, you know, seek the most clarity and learn the most things, when you feel like things are very dark for you, because I feel like you get like the best answers and the best outcome when you focus on your energy like that, you know. Yeah, look at, trust the guides, okay? Trust and guides, okay? Have a lot of trust in your guides. They work very hard on your behalf and they would never leave you out in the cold, okay? You've been through way too much and you deserve so much, okay? And I feel like I'm getting like my eyes are tearing up, you know, because it's like everything is gonna work out for you no matter like how emotional you may get or how alone you might feel sometimes. Spirit's always there. There's never a time when they're not there supporting you and making sure you get what you need or making sure you go the right way or unlock the perfect things within yourself at the perfect times, you know. Ooh, what's the final thought on this? So we got temperance, okay? So stay tempered, my love. Continue to express the truth that is your amazing earth angel, star seed type of energy, you know? Like, so important. Ah, that's right here. So it says the feeling of this card can be linked to the elusive flow state, okay, where great strides are achieved with joy rather than sweat. Events unfold harmoniously and inspiration pops by unexpectedly with a box full of expensive looking cupcakes. The key is to remain balanced and, yep, tempered, so you can channel all this next level energy and put it into practice. Temperance frowns on extremes, so indulge those moderation vibes and enjoy the hopefully more than moderate success that ensues, okay? And the affirmation says, I am in tune with a higher vibration and I easily remain up here. Vibrations are super chill to hang out with when they're high, you know? So, with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.